सुन मेरी बात ले हाथ में जा get on the dance floor भुला के सारी बात do the Dr. Japra
Hello everyone, this is Olga Media. We are at Japra Mahal here in Fremont Hills, California. Festival Globe has a party after 2 weeks of hard work, many volunteers. And we have one of the producer here with many movies. Actually, you showed 2 movies here. Just one, but then she was talking about 5 different projects and movies she already done, and all exciting and interesting. Therese, would you please, Moncrief, introduce yourself and tell us more about your projects.
All right, thank you very much. I'm Therese Moncrief. I'm the producer of Jose Canseco, The Truth Hurts, which is a documentary, and it is about Jose Canseco from his perspective. When the director, Bill McAdams, and I reviewed all the interviews. It was 25 years after the Senate subcommittee hearings, and we hadn't heard anything more about steroids and about Jose Canseco, and all of a sudden, a lot of steroids hit the news with Lance Armstrong and Agrod and all these people who had sworn 25 years ago that they never touched it. All of a sudden they're saying, yeah, so I did. And we thought, what's going on here? What has happened? We found that all the interviews, all the purported documentaries about Jose, literally had an agenda and skewed him to make him look like such a loser and such a bad person. And we thought, this is beyond even rational, reasonable. And we wanted to hear what he had to say because we've never heard that. So it's a 1-hour documentary. He tells us, he walks us through where he came from, what led to this whole situation, what happened during the situation, and since. And the essence of it is, there's so many points, but one of them is the issue of enhancements. It's at what point, we're all responsible for that. We do it, everybody does, and it's okay, and then we even glorify it. Well, at what point does enhancement become deceit or cheating? And is intent an issue there? So also, it's a question of what do we do about it and where does it come from? Why is it happening, especially in sports? We believe that we have a standard of conduct and standard of ethics in sports until you see that we're missing something in there. What drives that gap? And people always complain about the management, and it's about the owners and all this. Well, they're responders. What are they responding to? They're responding to the fans and what the fans need and what the fans want. So when you have a period of time where 50,000 person stadiums are filled with only maybe 3,000 to 5,000 people consistently, essentially baseball is dying. You know, anything to bring life back to it is going to be appreciated. So the summer of 1987, when all of a sudden all these players came back looking gorgeous and strong and faster and better, when they came back, it was hard to complain. One of the things that they did at the time, what was in the news, it wasn't that, they're doing steroids. What was in the news is, oh my goodness, they're working out. Because the standards at the time did not allow baseball, and I don't know about the other sports, but baseball, to do anything other than the actual movement that they needed for their game. So if they were a swinger, they practiced swinging. If they were a pitcher, they practiced pitching, like that. But they weren't allowed to work out. The idea was that if they worked out, they would bulk up, and that would get in the way and slow them down and affect their game. Jose comes back, and he was really in the doghouse for having worked out. Well, now he's buff, he's huge, but he's winning. So then all of a sudden everybody goes into the gym and starts looking gorgeous, and bigger, faster, stronger. What happened? So, Jose is a very healthy person, very careful about what goes into his body. Steroids, people don't realize, but they've been used in sports for a very long time because it hurts. And they push so hard, they push the athletes so hard that they hurt, they get hurt. And the steroids that the doctors give them allow them to hurt less and heal faster. So he refused to use it until he really researched it. And then he found out, whoa, if you start out with talent and then add discipline to it and then add certain steroids for whatever needs you have, then that could really maximize and optimize you. And that's what people want. That's what the fans want. That's what it takes to be the best. And you'll have to see the movie to know why that was important to him. But I think that's the beginning of it. So, and that should be the end of it too. I mean, it takes us back around to the fans need to come to terms with what that represents of us and what we want it to represent.
So if we have been lucky here at Festival of Globe, we saw your movie. What about other fans who would like to see the movie?
So you can look up, at this point we are looking for a distribution, but we are distributing ourselves on thetruthhurtsmovie.com. That's an easy place to find any information. The trailer's on there. Hopefully that will intrigue you enough to go. We also have another movie. It's a feature film that also you can look up. It's called gallowsroadmovie.com. It's about choices and how we make choices all the time that we don't even pay attention to. They're throwaway choices, but you add them up and all of a sudden you find yourself where you don't want to be. Can you get out of there? Even more, other people's choices make you, force you, bully you, intimidate you into doing things and going places you don't want to go. How do you get out of there? So that's the spirit of it. But that's also a very exciting movie. Both films have won a lot of awards, and so that speaks for them.
So I noticed that in your movies you choose subjects which is like close to heart. It's not like lots of action, but it's more feelings
Maybe
and
not
heart
yet.
subjects. Why? It's like
Well, our studios are called Fort Worth Studios, Movies with a Message. We want to make a difference. And I looked around, my husband and I have always supported efforts to keep the standards higher with what we see, what our children see. And, you know, finally, it's a losing battle in some ways. And so the alternative is, okay, if it's not there, then put it out there. It's sort of like I'm a mom, so an analogy would be if you have candies on the table, that's what the kids are going to eat. If you put nuts and fruits on the table, that's what they're going to eat. So put out what you would like to see, and so we are tapped into so many really wonderful stories. When they say that there aren't any good stories to tell, I don't know where they are, but it's like, how do we get all these told? They are so important, so good about the human spirit, about the issues and the challenges that we have and ways to overcome them. We want to make movies that people want to see again and again and tell other people about. So it's not preachy, it's not heavy-handed, it's a good story. So watch our films for a good story that you want to see again and again.
And do they have people ability to check your website with your husband? What is that?
Well, no, my husband's not part of this, but Bill McAdams, the director, Mary Jean Bentley, she's one of the other producers. So we have a wonderful team, and it's called, you can look us up on fortworthstudios.com.
All right. And what would be your wishes for our audience?
My wish is be true to yourselves and give people who have an insight into human nature a chance to give you or share their insights with you.
And of course, because we are at Festival of Globe, I would like to find out what did you like or what you learned or shared or maybe didn't like?
I loved that so many people from everywhere, every point of the globe are coming over here. They're sharing. They're excited to know each other. They're excited to work together. For the most part, they're all on the same page. They're all making films that are making a difference or enlightening people, and as opposed to, you know, enticing you where you shouldn't go.
Well, until then, we wish you success and hope to see soon at your next festival and maybe other. Keep us posted, please.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And please, please, please go check us out. All our information and links and everything are on forwardstudios.com. Thank you.
Thank you, Therese.
Thank you.